Day 16 of League Reveals is a bit of a short one. I'm just kidding. It's fucking massive, and I won't be able to cover it all with this video. I only get a few hours a night if I am lucky to do these. It's rough working at 12 to 14 hours, and then you got the kids' sports and the bath and the bedtime. Anyways, enough about me. Let's get a look at what was unleashed today. Let's start with the 3 new relics. We have Soul Harvest, which has a toggleable effect. All dropped bones and ashes will be turned into soul shards. The active effects while harvesting any farming crop or when NPCs would have dropped bones or ashes, you will instead harvest stackable soul shards. Soul shards can be used for the following. They can be used in place of pure essence while training runecrafting. 100 can be sacrificed at the libation bowl at the Tomoet for 550 prayer experience before league multipliers without requiring libation wine. You will receive 1 shard per 4 experience gained while harvesting your crops. You will receive more shards for higher tier bones and ashes, roughly equal to the bone shard equivalent for that tier of item. So the first thing I noticed is using shards for runecrafting. Is it 1 shard per 1 essence? If so, it may take a healthy chunk of shards to level up. That being said, you do get shards from farming, so if you pair it with the farming relic, you could be gathering a stupid amount of shards to be used on runecrafting or prayer. Using the libation bowl without the need for wine is a huge win and will be some insane experience per hour. 2 problems with that is you will need a lot of shards. Second, you'll need to use the reloaded relic to unlock the farming relic. The Butler's Bell. Upon choosing this relic, you will receive the Butler's Bell. Active effects. When the bell is rung, a demon butler will be summoned to work for you. The butler's work will continue even if you are offline. The butler can gather the following resources for you. Mining ore, 8 per minute. Catching fish, 14 per minute. Chopping logs, 10 per minute. Picking flax, 50 per minute. Farming herbs, 10 per minute. Additionally, the butler can also process these gathered items for you, but at half the rates listed above. Ores into bars, raw fish into cooked fish, logs into planks, flax into bowstrings, herbs into unfinished potions. When the demon butler processes resources for you, he will share a 10 experience before League's multiplier with you in the relevant production skill per resource. The Butcher's Bell can be retrieved from the League's tutor in Yama's lair if you've lost it. The Butler's Bell does seem a little slow for the gathering and processing times. However, I do understand why, because it works while you're offline. Looking at what it can do, it would have been really nice to see Hunter on this list. Unfortunately, it is not. As basic of a list as it is, it can be a pretty powerful relic for those of you who do not get much time to play, such as myself. You do gain experience while offline, along with all of the supplies. Even if it's a lower amount over the course of the leagues, you can gain a very healthy stack of items. Even when you are online and bossing, it will work in the background, gathering and processing your material. Heck, you could even go away for a few days and come back to a stacked bank. I wonder how those experience drops are going to look like when you log in. The other thing I noticed here is it only shows 10 experience for process resources. So I'm wondering now, do you gain experience for your butler when they are gathering? I'm going to assume that you will not, and you will only get it. So you're not going to get mining experience, but you will get smithing experience. I'll have to look into this a little more after Leagues is released. And the final one is transmutation. Upon choosing this relic, you will receive a transmutation ledger that has toggleable effects, which is the alchemy spells now transmute items, and transmutation spells bank noted products. Active effects: the high alchemy and low alchemy spells transform into 2 new spells. Alchemic Divergence, upgrade up to 10 of a resource into a higher tier, and Alchemic Convergence downgrades up to 10 of a resource into a lower tier. Both spells cost 1 nature rune and have no level requirement. The spell gives 10 magic experience for each item transmuted before League's experience multipliers. The transmutation ledger can be equipped and act as an infinite source of nature runes. Using items on the transmutation ledger will display what they can be turned into. When cast upon a noted item, these spells will automatically recast over time as long as there's items available in the same slot in your inventory. You can still cast alchemy spells via the toggle above or by configuring the spells in your spellbook. Alchemy spells will not automatically recast. And then there is a list of transmutable resources. we have hides, runes, ashes, uncut gems, compost, a boatload of different seeds, pretty much all of them, logs, normal and pyre, mining, normal and crafting, bones, and raw fish. The transmutation ledger can be retrieved from the League's tutor in Yama's lair if you ever lose it. So transmutation is actually pretty good. You can use it to upgrade all of your lower materials to the highest tier available. You can also downgrade if needed. Imagine spam buying bronze and then turning it all into rune, or all of your gems can turn into, say, onyx. I'm not sure about zenites though, that seems a little too busted. This could seriously propel your account into the endgame significantly quicker than any other methods at this time. And you'll also have an infinite source of nature runes, although the alchemy spells do not auto recast, which is a little bit of a bummer. However, if you just spam buy the lower tier of gems and upgrade them and then sell them back to the shop, you can profit money very quickly. As for these relics, for my tier 4 pick, it's a toss-up. For the group Iron Man, I will be picking Butler's Belt 100%. For the main, honestly, I really don't know yet. I'll have to see what the final relics are going to be to map out my route. I still have to have a look at this skill tree to see if it's going to affect anything. I don't think it will, but it could. And on the topic of skill trees, I honestly don't have time to get an in-depth look at this. By the time I get this up, I will need to go to bed as I work at 4 a.m. I could pull an all-nighter, however, I still don't think that would be enough time to digest everything in that skill tree. I'll try and work on a video tomorrow after work before I go to softball, or spread it out over a few reveal videos. It is on the wiki, as we see here. We have the demonic pacts. It shows you the entire skill tree right there. I'll post that up a little bit later. But as you can see, we have a boatload of skill tree icons or packs that you get to sign away. 5% regeneration to ammo, 15% accuracy to all combat styles. That's kind of cool. 5% permanent defense level boost. While bows are equipped, you get range echoes, never miss. What do we have here? 30% chance to regenerate runes ammo. Yeah, so there's a lot that you can choose from. What are some of the magic ones here? Attack rate with powered stabs are sped up by 3 ticks. That's kind of cool. You can kind of see that it looks like that they're getting beefier and beefier as you go down your skill tree or list. While an offhand item is equipped to gain 5 melee strength. That's kind of sweet. Melee weapons under 1 kilogram attack 1 tick faster. They're probably gonna have a couple of those kind of lined up so you can always get a little bit quicker. Ranged prayers are 30% more effective. That's nice. Crossbows attack 2 ticks slower, but deal 70% more damage. Nice. Fire spells apply burn. So you get all these cool ones here. These are like the main ones right down here, which are really nice. Thank you all for joining me. What do you think about these new relics that have been released? What do you think about this skill tree? It is very intense. Do you think we'll be able to reset it and travel down another tree, or are we going to be able to unlock the entire tree? I wonder how we're going to be unlocking these two. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below. And if you like these League 6 breakdowns, give me a subscribe, like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.